You can change your circumstances one day at a time by taking small steps towards making your life better. But just remember that each step will take time and effort. But if you keep moving forward, eventually things will get better. We always start at the beginning. Everyone does. The first step to achieving any goal is to understand the basics of the goal itself. Once that's complete, then you can move into the next step, working on your fundamentals, the foundations of what makes up your goals and how those foundations will help you achieve them. The process starts with these two steps. One, understanding where you are now and where you want to be. And then building an understanding of what makes you or makes up success in life. Now, I have no idea where I am going, but the path is always unfolding in front of me. It's okay not to know where you're going. It's okay to take your time and enjoy the journey, even if it takes years. It's okay that this thing called life may be hard at times and confusing, but it will always be worth it in the end. So, what are you doing about your life? Do you rather sit down and mope and complain and make comparisons with others' progresses and other people's nonchalance to you? Do you feel obligated or entitled to people taking care of you? Do you want to use excuses behind your background and say that you ought to have been done this way or that way? Do you feel so used by people because people have taken you for granted and you want to use it as a reason to stay back? You don't need to. So rather than worry about tomorrow, focus on today. Look out for that answer, even in that question. Because you see, in life, for every obstacle, there is a solution. Just like in every solution, there is yet another obstacle. It is one test to the other. You must tell yourself this gospel truth, that no one owes you just like you owe no one. Your life ought to be taken by you, and the focus on it to make good out of it should be as a resolution within you. Sometimes you need to feel yourself again, because you need to take a break. You need to tell yourself the truth, because you cannot overwork yourself and express yourself in rigorous forms and expect to have great productivity. They say all work without play makes Jack a dull boy, and that's the truth. The brain needs to rest. And so, you need to take time alone so that your brain can reset itself and remind yourself of what is important in life, like friends and family. When we talk about friends and family, many a times we spend so much time building resources, investments, thinking that they are meant to eventually be spent with friends and family. But when you look back at the time you have achieved all of these, you realize that the friends and family have also far gone, and you lack a memory that should keep you going when you too get old. So you see, it's okay if you don't get things right away. Sometimes taking steps towards self-care requires patience as well as faith that things will eventually come together for you, if only you allow yourself enough space between them. Take your time. Rejuvenate. Recreate. Reorganize yourself. Change space. Change, if you must, even within yourself, your pattern of thinking, your approach to life. Give yourself a priority and tell yourself what comes more important than the other. You see, lumping things together can be frustrating because when it comes to delivery, you wouldn't know what comes as important to you. You take your time and listen to your inner mind, knowing that the answer will eventually come because you know yourself much more than others know of who you are. Nobody can tell you better than you telling yourself you. There is a connectivity that God gave to you and your spirit. When you understand to communicate with your spirit, taking your time and taking a break would not be a difficult thing. You see, they say jack of all trade and master of none. This saying is so important because those jacks try to impress others, forgetting that it's all about expression. Using every time and opportunity well gives you an edge for reinvigorating yourself for future purposes. It's taking time or whatever you're doing, but the truth of it is that pace is still a way to the destiny. Never be tired of it. Build it one upon itself, a bit upon another bit. You don't need a chunk much more than you can chew. But then keep going, keep doing it, be consistent, be disciplined, and keep moving. But then, if there is a need to take your time, you need to take time for yourself. Do it as a religion. Do it because it is you that is all about. Do it because at the end, the naysayers would see reason with you. Do it because you will be satisfied having accomplished that which you had always desired to. Take your time. Do it. It's very important, even now.